moment, as we will be getting right into it. As once both of the teams are ready, and Mr. Greenhorn, the Hungarian caster, as if you guys are wanting to watch a Hungarian cast, you can go ahead and tune on over there in the Twitch, the ESL's Hungarian cast. But outside of that, guys, there's also a Russian cast going on by Outbreak, and then there is a cast, another cast. Okay, what language is it? I need to pull it up. German by Circos. So of course there are those other languages available for you guys, and outside of that, we're going to be getting into the action here in just a moment, guys. The ESL Go4 Overwatch Cup number 9 quarterfinals. Reason Gaming is going to be taking on the side of Giants here. A match of UK Overwatch is both. No, sorry. Giants Gaming is actually from Spain. I apologize. So it is going to be Spain versus UK. Should be an interesting match here. And it looks like Kyle 1 is going to go ahead and say that they are ready, which means that Reason's game is ready. But does that mean that Giants is ready? We'll find out. And it looks like Longest is washroom. And once he is back from the washroom, we will be getting underway into the game, guys. And I can't say I am any more hyped for this. We just got started. In a lot of ways, it's been a short day because of a lot of teams playing in other events. But you know what? We got started. We got round of 64, round of 32 casted, round of 16. And here we are into the round of 8. We have a best of 3 for you guys. Semifinals after this and finals. So definitely don't go anywhere after this series, because right after this we'll be bringing up a best of 3 for the semifinals ideally, and then we'll be getting right into the finals for that best of 5 action, guys. And you guys can go ahead and have non-stop Overwatch action today, because after this you guys can just tune into E-League, as of course I will be hosting that after this as E-League's going on, and that way you guys can just easily transition over to there. As well as, of course, guys, as always, after this cast is done, I will be immediately going into the video manager and be getting the VODs uploaded to YouTube as soon as possible for your viewing pleasure. Danchu Failfish. Failfish. Sorry for your ears there, guys. Again, I'll get something soft to put this on eventually. I'll get this set up here nicely so I can enjoy my nice coffee. Maybe even get a podcast going. Oh God, RaptorZ podcasting, that's the last thing we need. I love talking. And if any of you have met me in games or anything like that, respect, or like know me in real life, everyone is like, just shut up. Just shut up. You never stop talking. But looks like we are just waiting. Yeah, this is real life. It is not a fantasy. You are in a Twitch stream, Optimus. But come on, let's go, Longest. Use the washroom quicker. We'll be getting underway in just a moment, guys. As I see it. You know what I see? I see a game starting. I'm going to switch over to the ESL caster phase. We're going to be switching this over to quarters, guys. It's not going to be centered at the beginning. I'll get that centered in just a minute, as I will need to change this first. That goes priority. And then, of course, as well as this being a best of 3, guys. And then I will need to center this. So that's going to be my goal, guys. Once this is centered, we'll be right underway. It looks centered enough to me. If that's not centered enough for you, I apologize. As that is just, well, you know, that's just how it goes. So, guys, we are going to be in one of the ships here. Going to be the red team ship, I believe. As we are going to be getting underway into the action in just a minute. Reason Gaming taking on the side of Giants Gaming. Get your Pog champs. Get your dongers out there for your team, as we're going to start with the instructions over here for the side of Reason Gaming, as they're going to cheat and get that into the hoop. I'm not going to count this. Sorry, guys. Don't Pog champ for this. This is cheating. Oh, you can't even do it with some Metro shots fired. I hope Hanimia watches this. I'm just kidding. Anyways, Chad's going to be picking up the Genji. We have Sev going to be picking up the Zarya. We have Kyle 1 over here. Shout out to him on chat. Going to be picking up the McCree. He's got a golden gun for his McCree. Danshu going to be picking up a Winston. We have Tomsy on his Lucio, and Hanamiya going to be picking up the Zenyatta over here for the side of Giants. They're going to be pushing in. They're going to get in control of the server room first. We'll get their introductions as we go. Longest going to be on the McCree as he pushes forward. Lark actually going to be very deep in on that Winston. Ends up going down to Kyle 1. Since they're going to be on that Lucio, spamming out. What he can do is Troy is pushing forward down to low HP, going to be bubbled up, going to be able to get that that health pack, help him out. And Peskin, over the last but not least, is going to be picking up that Zarya. And 100 charge already for him. He's getting a lot done with that Zarya, but it's not enough to get them in control of the point as the point flip first going over to the side of Reason Gaming. As 7 team are going to be able to take control of that. Bubble going out to Lord because there's going to be a bubble drop here by RaptorZ. Already a huge charge for Pescanova. I gotta say, this Zarya play from him is doing really good, as we are going to have the Dragon Blade going out, doing a lot of damage so far as Shaz does get himself 1 kill. Longest end up going to kill himself as he gets deflected, and now Pescanova getting sliced and diced apart as Shaz gets himself a double kill. Can he make it a triple kill as he's hunting down onto the Lucio? Will it get stolen? Kyle 1, what have you done? As he gets the kill onto the Lucio and will be able to take it out. And Reason Gaming is from UK, and it looks like and Giants Gaming is from Spain, according to the ESL sign up on that page. So Kyle 1 is going to have this Deadeye available. We'll be waiting just a moment to see how much damage he can get done with this. As of course it is a high impact ability when used properly. Also just in general it can be a high impact ability because of its zoning principle. Even if you don't necessarily get kills with it, it can just make a big difference for your team and the game, as there's going to be a flashbang going out and the fan not doing enough damage though, as there was that bubble. There's going to be the Deadeye. He's got himself 1. No, he doesn't even get a single 1. As it looks like the first kill will be going over to Sev as he gets himself a big kill. Fox T, though, over here with his team going to be setting up, and that's a massive Graviton Surge. It's ended up getting 1 kill as he's able to take out Kyle 1. Fox T is just lighting targets up inside of that. RaptorZ, though, able to take out another kill, and Shaz is going off for his team right now. You know, yesterday, or I guess last week, it was Kyle 1 getting them in a lot of ways into that round of 8 for the ESL Overwatch, our Atlantic Showdown is what I wanted to say, but at the same time the rest of his team did step up along the way, and Shaz was one of the members to do that. Shaz's Genji play is continuing to look better, and I'm not sure exactly how Sensic ended up falling there. That's a bit unfortunate. Looks like he ended up falling in a situation that was near his spawn. So a bit of a blunder there. As Graviton Surge is going to be going out against the side of Giants Gaming, as Reason is just dominating the match right now. They're definitely looking very good. Lord going to end up surviving for a bit. He gets himself 1 kill, but ends up going down in the end. Sinsek is going to be the only one near the point. Will get sliced, beheaded by Shaz, rather. And that is going to be the first of the 5 maps here on Lijiang Tower, going to the side of Reason Gaming, as we have a best of 3 on our hands, but it looks like Reason Gaming is going to make it a quick one, as Shaz also has the golden shuriken. So Kyle going to be rocking the golden Peacekeeper. We're going to have the golden shurikens for Shaz. Ooh, Reason Gaming looking good off the bat here, guys. That was just good play from them. I believe it was 100% 2-0. I don't think there was ever a point where Giants was able to flip the point, so we'll see if Giants can go ahead and turn it around. Get a better control here on this map. Of course, this map is very, very, very one-sided. When a team is able to get control of the center of the map, once you get control of the center of the map, it gets to a situation where you're pushing into choke after choke after choke. You have to get through this first choke as it stands, and then you have to make a decision. Do we go left and get into another choke? Do we go right and go into more chokes? And of course, if you go here, you can get Graviton Surged against the wall and fall down. But it looks like initiation going to be out from Danshu as he gets bubbled up as long with Lork. It looks like Pescanova is going to get the first kill of the match, and that's exactly what Giants Gaming needs here after getting knocked to 100-0 on the first map. It's great lobs going out from Pescanova. He's hitting multiple targets, doing a lot of damage. Going to be able to build up a huge charge up to 80% now. Does have that barrier up for his teammate in a few seconds. As Kyle 1 is going to take out Foxy. That's a big kill for them. No more Harmony Orb going out. No more healing going out. Troy going to take a headshot. Ends up going down. Looks like an initiation from the Winston as he will get flashbang and fanned. Lork going to end up falling. And now it's just Pescanova and Longest to go ahead and zone as long as possible. Lucio is going to try to do it himself, but he's going to have to back off. He has too much pressure to go ahead and try to get that done. And so now backing up. Graviton Surge. Not too much to capitalize on it though. Sev gets himself a double kill during it, it looks like, but that's about it. There's really not too much going on right now. Troy though, there we go. That's what they needed right now to maintain control at this point. Reason Gaming gonna have a hard time after those kind of answers from Troy as he does end up going down. Shad's gonna be busting out the Dragon Blade here, and a little bit of a questionable choice I have to say, as basically his entire team is dead, but he's gonna go ahead and do it anyways, looking for the kill onto Lucio. Doesn't get the second slash. Lucio will end up surviving, deflecting the shots from McCree. Looks like he will end up surviving 4 now. We'll be able to dash back out of the high ground and not end up dying, as there is going to be a Tranquility Transcendence coming out from the side of Reason Gaming. Shad's getting himself a kill along with Sev, and now Reason Gaming getting back in control of the point here. That is going to be a Wraith from Troy, and he does still have the Death Blossom available, so Giants Gaming have a few assets to get this point back under their control. We do have a Deadeye, we have a Death Blossom, we have a Transcendence. Meanwhile, for the side of Reason Gaming, it's looking pretty good as well. Graviton Surge, Deadeye, and a Sound Barrier. Of course, there is going to be both Primal Rages, but those are a little bit different, as there's going to be the Graviton Surge coming out from Sev, hitting on to 5, but that Deadeye, that needs to be huge from Kyle 1, as of course it can kill everyone during the Transcendence, and it looks like he is going to get knocked off there by the Winston. Bye-bye. Z goes flying off the cliff. Choi going to be able to get the kill onto Sev, and now going to be hunting down onto TomZ. But it looks like TomZ will be able to get away alive for now. Winston, Danshu going to get just shredded once, and there's going to be the Sushi Blade. Some call it coming out from Shaz as he's going to get the slash onto this Winston. Going to be able to take out Lork, make it a 3 on the fight. 3K for Shaz. Great plays coming out of Choke here as they're able to get back control of the point, 47-45, and we have an even match on our hands, at least on this map. Shaz doing a good work for his team. Of course, often Choi, I gotta say, he's been doing well himself. No flame at all, but he does still have a Death Blossom available. And looks like this is going to be the point where he's going to go ahead and use it. Does get a lot of damage out, but goes down to Sev during that Death Blossom. Not enough. It's Pescanova ends up taking out Hanamiya as we have a 1-for-1 trade so far. But there's going to be a huge Graviton Surge onto all of the side of Reason Gaming, and they're basically just going to get cleaned up. Fox T going to take out Sev in the end, and that's going to allow them to flip the point 60-70% to 48 here, as Lijiang Tower, the first of the 3 maps of this best of 3, or at least we're guaranteed 2. We'll see if it ends up going to a full best of 3. That's what we all want, guys. We want a best of 3 for the semis. We want for quarters. We want a best of 3 for the semis, and of course a full best of 5 for the finals. That would be the experience, the dream for all of us at home here. No ultimate available for Vescanova to do the drop down. They should be aware of that. The side of Reason Gaming and should just go in on that. That's exactly what they're going to do. But Bob, how many kills did he end up getting? Hanamiya goes down. That means they're not going to have any Transcendence available, as he does have it. Longest going to be able to take out Danshu, and that's a big kill. Sag's going to end up going for the kills anyways, but there's going to be a Transcendence completely negating that, and he's just going to go ahead and back out. There's nothing that he can do, and he ends up falling off. Ooh, Caster's curse there, buddy, as he ends up falling in a very awkward situation. Not good for him. And now control to the point going for the side of Giants. So we're going to have a 1-to-1 guaranteed to see 2 more maps here on Lijiang Tower. Graviton Surge coming out for here from Sev, as they're going to try to get control of the point at the end. Sev, yeah, at a high charge, actually. They might be able to just flip it anyways. Lorik going to be able to take out Hanamiya, but again, you can see the kill feed. Shaz takes out Sensik. Shaz going to be now chasing onto the Zarya, trying to do as much damage as possible. Zarya self-bubbles is at low HP, will end up going down, and now 75% to 99. One flip would engage overtime, assuming that there is somebody on the point to contest. But nonetheless, Reason Gaming is in control of the point right now, and Giants Gaming, they need to get back in control. They are down. If they lose this map, it will be match point or map point for the side of Reason Gaming. You never want to be down 0-2 on a map. And King of the Hill, Shaz, trying to shred up that bubble, looking for the shots onto the Reaper. Reaper not able quite to see him. Danshu getting super loot. Danshu will end up going down, and right now all of a sudden Reason Gaming is on low HP. It looks like Lork, Choi going to be getting 2 more kills on those low HP members, and Sev and Shaz are basically the members left alive. If they can do too much, Sev is going to get chased down. He's taking a lot of damage from that Tesla cannon. Going to try to take out Lork, but Lork ends up taking him out. That's going to flip the point, and I don't think Shaz is alive or anywhere near. Oh, Winston. What a leap from Danshu. They were over aggressive, and now he's going to get through the window. He's going to stall it up a little bit longer. Will it be enough for them to be able to get back on the point and contest? But no. We'll have a 1-to-1 on Lijiang Tower, guys. This is a map. This is a series. This is not a one-sided affair. That was 99-99. That was even closer than the first map. Of course, 99-0 was the first map. So now, I guess the question becomes, well, looks like he's back to Genji. That answers my question. Not going to stay Tracer. Rip the dream. Fox T staying on that Zenyatta. Of course, side is Hanamiya. Lucio is going to be staying the same. No surprises there. What's broken, fix it. What's not broken, don't fix it. That's just the way it goes. And so far right now in the meta, Zenyatta is having a high impact in every single situation he has played. And until we see a situation where we have a high skill and a player that is able to make Zenyatta look weak with a good biotic grenade usage, it's really one of those situations where I don't think we'll be seeing him. And again, go back to the question that Hexagrams and ZP always ask in their casts: what slot does Hannah fit in Zenyatta and Mercy or Lucio? Which one would you sub at longest? Troy 2-2. Kyle 1 will get 1 kill in return, but right now the side of Giants Gaming is looking very dominant. Sinzik will be able to take out Hanamiya, and that's going to be all of the side of Reason Gaming getting cleaned up at the beginning here, and the point getting flipped over into the control of Giants Gaming. But again, yeah, that's the question, guys, is which slot do you end up putting Anna in? Do you sub out Lucio in your mobility option, or do you sub out Zenyatta and your damage potential, and of course that damage amp? But that was just crazy. 2 kills for Fox D, 2 kills for Troy, and they end up cleaning up that fight for longest. They end up cleaning up that fight very easily. Discord Orb going to be going onto that Winston, doing a lot of damage. Hanama. Okay, just Hanama. as we are going to have Deadeye going out. Kyle 1 trying to get some damage done with that so far. It looks like Shaz is doing all the damage, though. He gets 1 kill onto Lorca and then onto Fox T. Choi as well. Falls to Danchu. And now it looks like the side of Reason Gaming is going to go ahead and chase it out, looking for as many as they can. Sev's going to go ahead and just clean up Longest. And that's going to buy them a little bit more time on the clock. Let's get the golden gun here from Kyle 1. Golden McCree pistol. I'm only a third of the way to my golden gun rip. Although, I don't even know what I would get golden. Pretty biased towards Ana. Really like... I'm an anime. I'm a dirty, filthy anime now. Nobody ever plays the hero. I feel like I got a player in Pescanova, though. They're going to be able to get a kill onto Hanema. As Tomsy goes down to Longest, and Choi as well going to be able to answer Kyle 1 on the run here against the Winston. Does pick up the health pack. And Pescanova, but Pescanova ends up getting the kill with Lork, and Shaz is just going to go ahead and sacrifice his own life. No surprise there, as of course there's no one around the area to fight with him. So it's no good to feed ultimate to the enemy team. Better just jump off the cliff, sacrifice your life, and move on from there. Ultimates are looking very, very good on both sides, though. This is going to be a huge class from both teams. Wouldn't be surprised, actually. I think it's just a situation where both teams should probably fight it out with ultimates versus ultimates and see who gets the better fight. Fox T going to take a lot of damage off the bat from the shurikens. But we'll get topped off by that Lucio, and we'll be back to where we were before I started talking. As there's going to be initiation coming out here, they're just going to go first, as that is going to be a Death Blossom coming out, I believe, from Choi. Choi doesn't get a single kill. Deadeye going out, but Kyle 1 ends up falling. There's going to be a Dragon Blade from Shaz. That's the big thing next to follow, as there's another Deadeye coming out. Longest, if he can get anything done with it. Deflect. Going to end up getting deflected. As looks like he canceled the Deadeye, and now Shaz going to be continuing to jump in, but again, there was no use out of that Dragon Blade, but kill feed going so far to the Reason Gaming as the Giants have lost 1, they've lost 2. Now Longest going to be able to get a double kill to answer back, though. That's big, as he needs to continue getting all these kills, landing these shots. Graviton Surge going out, but Shaz going to get the dash through. He gets himself a triple kill as he dashes through back and forth every reset, getting a kill. And now that's going to flip the point. Reason Gaming, and again, make it a series here, as we have 89% to 36%. All ultimates except for Longest and Pescanova were used in that fight. So there will be a few left here for this follow-up fight. Deadeye and a Graviton Surge combo together can just wipe a team completely. And that could give them back control of the point and buy them enough time. They are at the point where if they win it heavily enough, and there's going to be the Deadeye channeling away. There it is going to be. No! Kyle 1 barely pulls the trigger in time. He had every single skull lit up, I'm sure, in his brain. He was pulling the trigger. But now it looks like the side of Reason Gaming is going to end up getting cleaned up regardless. As Sinsic and Lork end up doing quite a bit there. Oh, I don't agree with that. Hanema ends up using his Transcendence there to go ahead and try to flip the point. But I just don't agree with this. He's going to try to stall it out. It looks like it was an even trade nonetheless. I'm not sure how that ends up working out. Giants Gaming had better numbers there. They didn't end up losing more. Maybe I was just wrong looking at the kill feed. But nonetheless, it was 2-for-1 trades. Reason Gaming are still in control of the point, 80% to 89, and this is just getting closer and closer. It looks like Shaz does have that Dragon Blade available. He's going to go ahead and use it. This is the moment he's going to go for the second slash. Does end up helping Lork take out Kyle 1. Or does end up taking a Lork as well. Kyle 1 ends up tying the Lork, sorry. As there is going to be a Graviton Surge going out here from Sev. Tomsy is the only one left alive with Sev, and it looks like they will end up dying during the flip at this point, so 10% remains for the side of Reason Gaming to try to get back on the point and try to take it. If they don't, of course, it will be 2-1 for the side of Giants Gaming, and that will mean match point. Not match point, but map point, as we are only in the first series. And I will get the score pulled up for you guys in the second, as I will be updating that in the event that we give the next map to the team that wins this one. As Longest gets himself a double kill with that Deadeye. Sinsic takes out Tomsy, and Longest going to make it 3 on the fight. Foxy takes the kill on Kyle 1. Team kill Horn to punctuate the point, as the side of Reason Gaming is looking very shaken right now after that first match. I gotta say, they haven't been able to get a good string of fights to be able to maintain control of the point long enough. It's always, I want to say, how do I want to say this? Reason Gaming seems to be in this situation where they're stringing together a bunch of small takes to get the time they're getting, whereas the side of Giants is able to get most of their time from one point and a hold, and just like holding on to that point for a period of time. And usually what that means is that the team that has those kind of holds is eventually going to get a small flip eventually, and is going to have an overtime that's going to go in their favor and going to end up winning. So if it continues to be the story of the match, I wouldn't be surprised to see Giants Gaming taking the first map in this best of 3. And then, of course, as we move on into the rest of the series, we'll see where it goes. But here we go, guys. We're into the match. We're into this next map of Lijiang Tower, back into Garden here, as this was the first map that Reason Gaming won. So good for them. Actually, no, this was the first map that, I'm being a derp. This was the first map that, Giants Gaming won. So not so good for the side of Reason Gaming. They took Control Tower, was the only map so far. The Reason Gaming has been able to win. Looks like Tomzy is going to go down at the beginning along with Sev, as both of them end up falling to Foxy and Longest in combination. We're going to switch over to Longest as he's spamming out those left clips, trying to build up that ultimate as best he can. Going to be looking for their shots on the Kyle. One does land, one so far, but is of course going to need more to kill him, as that's the goal. Killing the enemy heroes. Violence is always the answer, as Roadhog would say. As we do have a flashbang coming out here in a second, but Longest doesn't even need it. He's just going to land left clicks. Now going to be going for the fan onto Shaz, but Shaz gets the deflect off. Doesn't get the dash through Longest, so Longest will end up surviving, gets the shot onto him. So a bit of a blunder from Shaz there. As of course he could have landed that Henema. Is going to end up going down to Lork there. That's not good. And Domsey gets himself a double bob off the cliff. Troy and Pescanova will end up falling. That's absolutely huge. Longest is going to have to back off here. And that means Reason Gaming should be able to get freely take this point without any contest, as the side of Giants Gaming is going to need to regroup and figure it out. There is sound barrier available here for the side of Giants Gaming, as they are going to speed boost through here on the ramp. They don't want to get caught up on that bridge, and it looks like they are just going to go. There's going to be the sound barrier initiation going to be coming out as Kyle 1 dropping super low, but that Transcendence barely keeps him alive. Does have the Deadeye available, as Longest ended up channeling up his. Gets himself a double kill, but meanwhile Kyle flanks him in the back, gets himself his own kill, and that doesn't end up using the Deadeye, as Troy has his Death Blossom available, and it looks like one Sev went flying off the cliff as Lork was able to knock him off, using that Primal Rage, as he has it 0% on the charge, and that's going to be a take back of the point, as we have the side of Giants Gaming getting back in control of this first map here. Lijiang Tower might be going to Giants Gaming, even though at the beginning of the series it was a 99 or 100% 2-0 for the side of Reason Gaming on Market. If they win this map, of course, not Market, just Control Tower. Control Tower is the map that we'd be going to last, and that would definitely favor Sensei, getting himself a double kill. Hanema and Sav going down. Great bop by him, knocking off 2. And now Pescanova's going to end up taking out Danshu. And right now, Reason Gaming is just falling apart on this map. They're not having the best pushes. And again, that's off the back of those great bop from Sensei. Of course, the follow-up kills are very important, but that bop is what started it. It created the opportunity for his team. If you guys are fans of Reason Gaming, this is the time to get the Pog Champs. And of course, the dongers in the chat for them. Give them your energy, as of course winning this first map would give them the ability to win the second map and be up map point. But there's going to be Troy channeling at Death Blossom, doing a massive amount of damage. He gets 3 kills. Shaz is going to end up going down. Longest gets himself a double, stealing 2 of those kills. Graviton Surge going to be used here by the side of Sev, and I really just don't agree with that, as he was all alone. There was no one around to fight with him, and that will be a take of the point 80, or that will be a continuing percent gain for the side Giants on this map, 85% to 31 as we move forward onto Lijiang Tower. Match point here, or map point here, as if they take this map, they will win the King of the Hill series. Choi's going to end up taking out Danshu. Just great left clicks as Danshu just can't shred. Reaper nearly quick enough. Longest is going to end up taking out Sev. Looks like Sev wanted to waste his ultimate as he's switching over to the Tracer, as we are going to have the Dragon Blade going out, and that's going to be the Deadeye now coming up possibly from Kyle 1, but Kyle 1 ends up going down to Troy. Flashbang ends up missing on Shaz. Shaz low as he ends up going down to Pescanova, and that's basically just going to leave the Reaper left for the side. Or, sorry, just Danshu as he ends up going down. I believe there is a Lucio somewhere. So yeah, Sage just doing what he can to stall it up as long as he can. Sev now going to rewind, going to be dashing back onto the point, but gets flashbang, gets cleaned up, and that's going to be a 3-1. And we're going to go ahead and award a point over to the side of Giants Gaming as they take the first map in this best of 3 for the quarterfinals of the ESL Go4 Overwatch Cup number 9. Shaz with the play of the match. No surprise there. Of course, he was doing absolute work this game. This was the first map, and this was just a sick double kill, double slash. Does he end up getting more? Yeah, I remember this. He dashes through Sensik, ends up cleaning him up, precisely decapitating Sensik. But the side of Giants Gaming takes the first map, guys. So Reason Gaming going to be on the back foot. Match point here for Giants Gaming. If they take either of the next 2 maps here, it will be their series, whereas Reason Gaming has to, without any fault, take the next 2 maps. If they do lose either map, it is just over, and they will fall out of this event in the round of 8. Not a bad performance, but not the performance that I'm sure they expect or their fans expect of them. So now we'll be seeing where we go next. I wasn't in the map draft, as looks like we will be going to Ilios. And if you guys haven't, definitely feel free to get out on social media and let people know this is happening here on Twitch TV/DotaRaptors. All of the English Clash for the ESL Go4 Overwatch Cup number 9 are going to be here. Of course, the finals will be here as well. I will be tweeting about it when it gets to that point. But for now, guys, definitely go out there, let your friends, let your fam know. And it looks like they will need a minute or 2. A little bit struck from that last match, as I would say. Awkward situation for them, and we will go ahead and switch to this real quick. so you guys have a face to stare at, and I can feel a little bit more engaged with you guys, as I'm not exactly sure attractive Bayev. I was not in the map draft. Obviously, Ilios is another one, so I'm going to giggle and say maybe Nepal, but I imagine it's Hollywood or Kings Row. It could be Dorado. Dorado's become a lot more popular, but if we had to base off of probability, I would say Kings Row, then Dorado, then Hollywood in chances, so in that order, and then possibly Nepal is like fourth in that choice, but I can pretty much promise you we probably won't be going to Numbani. We won't be going into the 2 CPs. What a series already, guys. What a series already. Water is good. Make sure you guys are staying hydrated at home. From me to you, water is good. Drink it. Water is great. This cast is sponsored by H2O. And you can, of course, check that molecular structure out by Googling it. Check out its sick body, as it has some pretty crazy curves. And, yeah. That was horrible. Just gonna stone face that one and stare at Kyle and say 2 minutes. Like, please, man, save me. Save me. I just want to talk about Overwatch. Man, what a map, though. Shaz did so much for his team, too. Like, Shaz was going off on that Genji, and it just wasn't enough. I mean, what do you do, right? In that situation, Kyle did his fair share, I'd say, but not quite enough. Shaz did more than his fair share. The rest of his team was. Seb was doing a lot of damage on the Zarya. At one point, he was just soloing at the entirety of Giants Gaming. But that's where Overwatch is a team game, right? Like, you can point to individuals, you can say, oh, well, okay, their DPS player didn't perform. He only got 2 out of the 6 kills, or 2 out of the 4 kills that he needed to, right? Like, he was missing the headshots. At this level, we're in the top 8. People should be landing headshot after headshot after headshot, ideally. You're going to be needing to go for that IDD QD level, or that Volatage level, whatever level of McCree you want to play, because that's what we're talking about. So if you can land those shots and you can play like that, you're going to win games more often because other heroes are dead. They're not going to have opportunities to do stuff. But at the same time, when you get to this point, if you only land 3 out of 4 of your headshots and you're landing 4 out of 4 consistently, then like that's literally the difference between winning and losing duels. And so it's one of those situations where it is minor things that makes the biggest difference at this point, guys. So definitely pay mind to that. And unfortunately, there's nothing I can do about that dire fix. I've tried everything I can. I've tried turning it off and on. And if you guys want me to turn off the webcam during these overtalk moments, I can. As of course, I could understand that it'd be quite annoying if the audio is out of sync, but there's nothing that I can do about it. I've tried turning off and on the webcam. I've tried, unmuting, doing all the stuff that I can, plug in, play wise, but unfortunately nothing has quite worked yet. So it is just unfortunately how it's going to have to be. If there's anything that you know that can fix it, do let me know. At least you guys found it a little bit funny. trying to be funny. H2O in 2060. Yeah, who drinks water? It looks like, yep, we are ready. Awesome, so we can go ahead and get away from my ugly face and straight into the matches. We are going to have Giants Gaming still on the No, they switched. Oh, you guys, come on.
Now arriving at Elite.
Come on. I just facepalmed so hard. Yep. Thanks, guys. You had to switch sides because, you know, it's King of the Hill, right? And which side you're on really, really matters. Whatever. It's not really that big of a deal at all. I'm just complaining to complain because I love complaining. And we'll get right into the match here, guys. As of course, the action will be underway any moment. Now we have Reason Gaming taking on Giants Gaming. As the titles aren't exactly the way I'd want them. There we go. And looks like we're in the blue spawn right now. No, we're in red spawn. Miscalled it again. As that is going to be the side this time of Giants Gaming. Longest did a lot for his team. As that McCree all last game. Let's see if he can continue to spray painting the ball. Marking his ball so he can, when he makes the hoop, he can say, guys, this was my hoop. I made it. But here we go, guys. We're into the game. We're into the action here of the second map. It is Ilios that is going to be the map. So it looks like pretty standard compositions from both teams so far. We are just still going to have Shaz on that Genji as he's pushing forward. It looks like the Shocky coming out from the Winston already doing a lot as Choi takes out the first kill onto Danshu, and Sev is going to get the kill onto Choi. So far an even trade as Kyle1 is still alive, taking a fair bit of damage down to 100 HP. Shaz is still alive on that Genji, and so far most of the kills are going to the side of Reason Gaming. But this is how it started on the last King of the Hill map. It definitely was in favor to Reason Gaming at the beginning. They won the first map on Lijiang Tower, the control tower, 100% 2-0, and they went to lose every single other map on the King of the Hill, 3-2-0 on the series. Shaz very close to that Dragon Blade, though. That's worth noting. He's actually incredibly close. Just one more set of good shurikens. We'll go ahead and get him that ultimate up, and it could make a big difference. Beskanova's going to end up taking out Kyle1, though. That's a good start here for Giants, as Shaz is going to take out Lorca. A good trade for Reason. Another kill from Foxy as we're going to have a Death Blossom coming out. I believe that was Choi. It didn't end up doing that much, as Shaz is going to end up going down after he gets a kill. But it looks like they will be able to take the point the side of Reason, or sorry, the side of Giants. And no, it shouldn't be all King of the Hill maps. It was a map draft between the teams space, as the teams do decide the map pool. They got to ban the maps. It looks like Ilios and Lijiang Tower were in the map pool. So interesting that both of them were in it by itself. That's a discussion point in and of itself. Oh, Longest getting tagged up there by Kyle1. He wasn't intending that. Now going to be throwing out his own shots as the drop lead is going to go out. There's going to be a flashbang, I imagine, in just a second to prevent any of that damage. But Kyle1 and ends up going down, missing the flashbang, and Shaz goes down as well. Longest right now finding a good line of plays. He's making huge plays for his team, landing more headshots. Going to help his team win this fight, as of course they're already down 2 heroes to the side of Reason. Giants collapsing on the rest of Reason as Troy takes out Sev. It looks like a flashbang going to be able to take out Danshu, and now it's just left to Tomzy as he gets cleaned up. There's only one hero left alive, and that hero did retreat. And I believe that was the Zenyatta. 49% here over for the side of Giants Gaming, as they might be able to take the map series 2-0 if they continue this kind of King of the Hill play. 55% to 24. Kyle1 does have a Deadeye available, so should be able to get something done with that. But man, that flashbang whiffing just not good at all for the spirits of Kyle1. As we do have an initiation coming out, Pescanova going to be pushing forward. There's going to be a Graviton Search going out onto Giants. Looks like Sev is going to be able to capitalize on that. Gets himself a triple kill. Death Blossom along with Hanamiya picking up one of them. Or Hanama. Hanama will also take out Pescanova. Now that basically just leaves Choi. Kyle1 will clean him up, and that's going to be all of the heroes taken out. Team kill Horn to punctuate the point. As of course we move now into the control for Reason Gaming, but 80% was accrued for Giants, as they only need to really control and flip the point one time. Shaz does have a Dragon Blade coming up in just a second. Will it go ahead and actually farm it up through that spam? Foxy getting super low. Now there's going to be another Graviton Surge, ends up completely whiffing, as Longest is going to be possibly going for the flashbang in just a second. We'll be going for that Dragon Blade now, looking for the slashes. We'll be able to take out Longest now. Going to be looking for Foxy. Does end up taking out Foxy, but Tomzy ends up taking him out, or sorry, Lork ends up taking him out. Not sure how that ended up happening, but Tomzy ends up taking out Foxy, gets both of those killed. Will Tomzy end up getting the 3K? Tries to knock off Choi, but doesn't quite end up getting the kill. They did flip the point too. It's worth noting the side of Giants, so they got another 15% out of this. So Reason Gaming not in control of the point when they needed to be, and that's going to hurt them big time, as they lost a potential 15%. Instead of being 65 to 80, it is now 95 to 55. Only 5% for Giants to be able to control and take this map. There is 5 ultimates available for them. The only one that isn't available is going to be that Graviton Surge. We already have the Deadeye channel there from Longest. They're going to go ahead and push forward. Drop B coming out from both teams, as it doesn't look like the Deadeye is going to end up getting that much at all. It does pull the trigger during the bubble. Now there's going to be a Transcendence going out. Left click's going out onto the McCree, doing a lot of damage. He's going to drop down to a decent amount of HP, but the Transcendence helps keeping him up. Now the Transcendence should be over, so the target should be a lot weaker. Lork and Longest can be able to get a kill. Troy takes out Hanama. Kyle is able to answer, but it's not enough. His team is not just around him at all. Shaz is alive still, but he's on low HP. He's getting hounded out by 3 heroes. Foxy takes out Tomzy, and that's going to be all of the heroes of Reason Gaming cleaned up, 85% to 99, and we are going to have the first map going over to the side of Giants, as they are looking very strong right now. Already up 1-0 in the second map of the series.
Score 0-1.
Would not have expected this. Would not have expected Ilios right after, considering they just lost it. But they seem to feel very comfortable on King of the Hills, and well, it might be biting them a little bit. I'm not sure if it's pre-decided in that sect. I know that they do use OW draft to go ahead and get the map set up. Sometimes I don't get invited to the drafts, but not sure if they're doing loser's pick for the remaining 2 or ban order in that respect. Either way, we have one more map remaining after this if the side of Reason Gaming go ahead and win 3 maps on here on Ilios. As of course, they've already lost the first one, going over to the side of Giants. So we're going to go ahead and follow out Giants as they're pushing forward here over down main. It looks like the same thing is going to be happening here for the side of Reason. Not too exciting as Lork is going to go in with that Tesla cannon, doing as much damage as possible. Hanema takes out Longest. That's a big kill as Pescanova takes out Hanema. 1-for-1 trade as Kyle 1 gets himself another. Kyle 1 gets himself 2. Can he make it 3 on the fight? Izzy is going to help out take out Donchu. Doesn't end up getting the kill, but does get the participation. As Donchu and team are able to get control for now, and they need to. They're down 1 map already on this map, and they are on match point. If they lose 1 more map, they will go ahead and lose the series and fall out here in the quarterfinals of the ESL Go4 Overwatch Cup number 9. Hook going out against the Zarya. Seb not going to end up dying, though, as he is able to survive, and not much help else happening yet. Checking on ultimates. We do have a Dragon Blade available for Sev. That can make a big difference here. Imagine we'll be seeing him use it any moment now. Preferably when there is a good fight for him to take. We'll just be waiting on that. Seb does take out Sinsic though, and there's going to be the Dragon Blade. He's going to go ahead and choose to use it now. Right after Longest jumps off the cliff, Slash is going out. We'll be able to take out the Zanata. Most likely, I say that, but Shaz, he gets hooked, and then there's going to be a Transcendence coming out. Kyle 1 was able to get a kill out of Pescanova. And now he needs to get more than that as he does have a Deadeye available. The Flex should be down, but there's going to be a hook from Roadhog onto the D.Va. D.Va taking a lot of damage there, but will back off and get topped off. 46% to 0 right now is the side of Reason Gaming, looking very good on this map. There's going to be the sound barrier going out as it's going to do a fair bit of damage. Deadeye. What can Kyle 1 end up doing with this? Or sorry, Longest end up doing with the Deadeye. Doesn't look like anything as Kyle 1 ends up interrupting that with the Flashbang. Now Graviton Surge here for Reason, not doing too much. As it looks like Giants Gaming is able to get back and control the point, chasing down this D.Va in Zero Suit. Now going to be able to chase down these two as well. They're caught in over to the right. Looks like we'll be able to take out Hanema. Now it's just a question of whether or not we'll be able to take out the Lucio. Lucio dancing back and forth as fast as possible. We'll be using that amp up to go ahead and maintain as much HPS as possible. And now that's going to be a D.Va call down. So another mech for D.Va. Much harder to take care of her. Much harder for force the flip as there's going to be a defense matrix, but the Graviton Surge does get through it. And there's going to be Kyle 1 with his Deadeye doing a lot of damage. He gets 1 kill specifically onto Lork. Now going to take out Choi. Looking for those left clicks onto Pescanova. And Pescanova, well, he's one pesky Nova, as he's continuing to push forward and do as much damage as possible, but still has yet to do enough, as he's going to end up falling, and it looks like this map is going to be pretty easily over to the side of Reason Gaming, and we have a 1-1 so far, guys, on this map. Again, what a close series so far. It is 1-0 up in the favor of Giants, but it doesn't mean we don't have an even match on our hands, guys. We're going to go ahead and start out by following out Longest. He needs to get something done for his team. He's been doing a lot earlier in the day. Definitely needs to continue to light it up. Oh, almost. In some respects. Now going to be looking for that ideal bop. Let's see, he's just going to shoot it. Nice. Nice, Longest. Way to get us all hyped up for a punch shoot for nothing. As we will be getting underway into this next map. Ilios Runes map is going to be where we're at. Both teams could have access to a little bit of play here, as the point is on the low ground, but both teams do have access to a fair bit of high ground. As we are going to see both teams wrapping around left team, blue team. Going to be going towards the left side on that health pack, and now it looks like Lork's going to pop his bubble with the bubble from Zarya and push forward, trying to get as much damage as possible. Looks like we do have Kyle 1 in the background trying to spam as much damage as he can. Actually, Hanema takes out Lork. It looks like a trade will happen as Longest takes out Tomsy, so a 1-for-1 trade. Left clicks going out. Not going to do too much damage quite yet, as there's going to be a flashbang available, but Defense Matrix ends up eating up some of that Roadhog damage, but still D.Va gets knocked out of the mech. Now those left clicks, will they count? Longest does have a Deadeye available, could choose to use it any moment now. I imagine he'll be using it in any second now. He will be just waiting for the deflect, and it looks like it will be the case as they are going to go ahead and flip the point under the control of that Deadeye. That's good use of Deadeye, of course, using it to control the point and get a flip of it. As now we're already going to be up to basically 10% 2-0 on the side of Reason. Going to have to figure something out at the drawing board. Again, it's a situation where whichever team wins this map is going to be up match point. And whichever team is up match point is in a much better situation for the next 2 games, regardless if they lose their match point. And there's going to be a Dragon Blade coming out here from Shaz. Shaz needs to get a lot done here as he doesn't have a sound barrier available. Where's the defense to the side of Giants does. And looks like it's finally faded, so negating that Dragon Blade and no kills so far, but the point is going to end up flipping. I'm not sure I agree with that, as there's going to be a Deadeye coming out here from Kyle 1. What can Kyle 1 get done with that? Nothing. As actually Fox T and Lorcan end up getting kills themselves, and now Peskanova's going to be able to take out Shaz with the chase down from Peskanova as well, just getting absolutely greedy and devastating every hero in his way, getting a total of 3 kills. Zarya on 80 charge plus, 35% and plus and counting. And the side of Giants Gaming is looking very well polished, very refined right now, and looking like a very strong squad. Again, I got to hand it quite a bit to here to Longest, and I got to hand it here to Peskanova as he's been on constant high charge, getting those huge bubbles for his team. Let's see what they can do to capitalize on it. Graviton Surge is available here for Peskanova, and it looks like a left side wraparound. As you guys can see in the X-ray vision, there's going to be the Graviton Surge hitting on all of them. That's on 4. They're going to go for the Deadeye here as he's going to try to absorb as much as he can, but Kyle 1 gets a double kill anyways, and now he's going to be able to flashbang and take out Peskanova. Kyle 1 with a triple kill, and this is not big. They just fed a bunch of kills to Kyle 1. He's going to get 2 headshots onto the Roadhog. He's going to force to take a breather soon, I imagine, but he ends up taking even more. Now he's going to get chased down to the ends of the earth, and Danshu ends up taking him down with a double kill. Sev taking out 1 himself, and that's going to be a flip at the point, 16 to 72. And this is looking all too familiar as the previous game we just watched on Ilios for Lighthouse. Back and forth affair that came down to one team capping at the low 30s and able to bring it all the way back up to 99-99 before the end of the match. Spam going out from Sev, trying to look for those targets, but not too much damage done yet. Of course, it is just spam, and it's just trying to feel for it. It's not necessarily meant to hit targets. As we are going to have a hook going out. Potentially? No, it doesn't look like they'll get it up going out. And drop the beat going out here for the side of the Giants. They're going to continue to push forward. There's going to be a transcendence coming out from Foxy. We're going to have a Deadeye as well coming out from Longest as the Kyle 1 ends up taking him down. 1 quick headshot is going to have to take care of that. Now it looks like Winston is going to shocky up the Zarya, but that's just going to give more feed over to the Zarya as there's going to be a sound barrier going out for the side of the attacking team as they look to get back control of this point. But not enough, as the point is still in control of Giants Gaming so far. We've been coming in from Winston. 17 going to be going for the Graviton Surge. That's going to hit on 3. Can they capitalize on it? Self-destruct going out as well, and that should be a triple kill. It is. Danshu gets himself a triple kill. Can they also clean up the Roadhog? It looks like Troy will end up going down, but it's 99% to 53%, so Giants Gaming only needs to successfully win 1 fight to be able to win this map. They don't have many ultimates left in that respect, but they do have something coming up. Peskanova is going to have that Graviton Surge, and Longest is going to have that Deadeye soon. They don't have any defensive ultimates in that respect. They have no Graviton, or they have no Sound Barrier, they have no Transcendence, they have nothing necessarily to use to make that big difference. We're going to go ahead and switch over to Kyle 1 here as his team is in control of the point. McCree, that's going to be a Deadeye coming out from Longest. We need to switch over to him real quick before all the skills highlight. We'll see what he ends up getting. As there's going to be 2 shots, and no, Shaz makes a huge play. Now going to jump down with that Death Blossom. He's going to end up getting a 1 kill, but no, Foxy ends up shutting him down, and that was so necessary. I can't even explain it. But right now, Kyle 1 is making the dreams impossible here. For the side of Giants is 99%. Going to be taking over here. Hook going out, but Kyle 1's not going to end up dying as Winston jumps in again. Winston's going to end up going down. That's Lord. And they are going to go ahead and claim the point. So 78 to 99 here, guys, and it's super close here. It's super close here as the side of Reason Gaming is ever so close to being able to tie it up 99%. And Giants Gaming with those ultimates used is going to be a little bit farther from being able to reclaim the point. Sound barrier for the side of Reason can make a huge difference here in this next fight as it will negate a lot of the damage from Troy. But there's going to be the sound barrier as well as the whole hog being ripped out. But that's going to be that flashbang canceling it out. He needed the Zarya bubble to stop that. Kyle 1 going to take out Troy. And that's not good. That's not good. That's the Troy. It looks like the Graviton Surge is going to come out this time again from Sev. Sev's going to be doing a lot of damage once again, doing everything he can. Looks like 2 kills for him. As there's going to be the Zarya for the side of Giants trying to do what it can. And are they actually going to get back in control of the point? No, it doesn't look like it is. There's going to be Foxy taking out Sev. Are they actually going to get back in control of the point? Foxy is going to help take out Danshu out of the mech, and it looks like they are going to actually end up taking out control of the point. I'm really confused. There's going to be Tracer blinking in as Shaz ends up going down, and that's everyone from the side of Reason Gazing. There's only 1 person on the point, and it looks like it will end up flipping it, and that's going to be it. 2 to 1 going over to the side of Giants Gaming, as the side of Reason Gaming Overwatch is having a struggle of a time right now on Ilios. In that respect, I mean, they're tying it up. They're doing well in the fights. They're doing well in the matches. At the same time, they're not doing well enough to actually win the fights, to take the map and actually get where they need to go. They're having a hard time maintaining wins of the fights, and at that point, that they keep losing the skirmishes at the end. They end up losing the ends of the point, and that's where it ends up mattering, is at the end of the map when the percentages count the most. So Giants Gaming is feel good. We're going to go ahead and lead out on Choi. Choi was doing a lot earlier on the Roadhog, was doing a lot on the Reaper. Of course, we know that Longest has been lighting it up. Foxy as well on this, and Yada will get some of his play this game next, or in this next instance. But Choi, man, I got to say he's been doing a lot for his team as they're going to push forward here, trying to look for this fight. There's going to be the defense matrix from the Diva of Reason, but so far it's just going to absorb a few of those Reaper shots, but nothing else. As we do have the deflect going out from Genji as he is discorded up. There's going to be a push in from Diva. She's taking a lot of damage regardless of that defense matrix. She's going to get knocked out in the neck, and they might be able to decide to pursue this. As Danchu does take it out Foxy, that's big kill for them. Will prevent that Discord and Harmony Orb from going out, as well as just a lot of damage. Now it's going to be Choi versus Genji, as Genji's going to dash away, end up surviving. And now push in aggressively here as they're going to look over to take over the point. Side of Reason, Kyle 1 getting 2 kills so far. Those are huge kills. Make it 3. Or no, just 2. Shad's going to make it another 4th kill for them as Hanuma took out Sensik. And this is just crazy, guys. Right now, it looks like, again, the side of Reason is able to get back control of the first point here at the beginning. But again, the last 2 times this has happened, it's gone in the side of Reason, as that's just going to be a team kill. There's nothing to say there. Kyle 1, Shaz, Graviton, Surge, holding all those members together, and Shaz is going to make a double kill. Kyle 1 gets a triple, and it looked like Tomzy was able to answer 1 during that, or sorry, Sev. But that's about it for that fight, guys, as it is going to clean up another few percent here on the clock, but they did use pretty much all their ultimates. The only thing they do have available is a sound barrier, which Sensik did use. So they do have an advantage there, but they also have a Graviton Surge and a Deadeye. There's going to be the Graviton Surge and Deadeye going out, hitting on 1, 2, 3, 4. They are going to be activating the self-destruct sequence, but Longest is going to get himself a double kill onto Tomzy, onto Damshu. As another trick blood, he's going to be coming out. Flashbang going to miss. As the chase for Reinhardt continues, it looks like, or Sag, as he will end up going down. I don't know why I said Reinhardt, but Zarya. The Zarya will end up falling there. 55% here, 20 to 57 to 0. As the side of Giants Gaming is able to get in control of the point for the first time, as a lot of shots going out. Kyle 1 is able to get himself a 3K again. Kyle 1 is just going off, doing everything he can, not giving up for his team. There's going to be another headshot taking out Toy when they needed it. And we should definitely, I mean, the side of Reason Gaming should definitely be just leaving Kyle 1 to be dealing with some of these flanks that have been messing with them. We'll see, though. It's mainly been Shaz that's been flanking. Of course, you can deflect Flashbang back at McCree if you time it correctly, but Reason Gaming back in control of the point here, going to give him a lot of opportunity. Foxy's going to end up going down from a double shot to Janchu, as well as Kyle 1. Kyle 1 going to get a good total of 2 kills on the point now. You're going to look for more damage. As Diva is in... Oh, Pescanova just gets absolutely double tapped. And that's going to probably just be the first map, guys. There's really not much else to say. It looks like at the end of it all, the side of Giants Gaming is going to kind of go quietly into the night here. There's really not much that they can do. High Noon going to be channeled as, again, 99%, now 100, now 2-2 here on the first map. Now, again, I'd like to remind you guys that the series is 1-0 for the side of Giants. If Giants is able to take this next map, they will win the series 2-0. However, if Reason Gaming is able to win, we will be going to a third map today, guys, for you in this quarterfinal. And then, of course, after this, we'll be bringing you guys semifinals, and then we'll be bringing you guys the finals. So lots more Overwatch action on this stream right here. Definitely do follow if you haven't, so you guys can receive email notifications of when I go live and when I'm either doing a cast, an analysis video, or, of course, maybe someday in the future, a podcast. But yeah, double triple coming out from Kyle 1 as he's doing a lot for his team, but it just doesn't seem to be enough as the overall team of Giants Gaming is just looking a little bit better. They do have definitely the same fragging potential in some respects, but they don't have... They have like better coordination almost, it feels like right now, but it's 2-2. They're up only a map. It is an even match, so it's hard to read into. There's going to be a Winston jumping in the front with that Zarya bubble. And it looks like no kills so far. Left click just going out here from Kyle 1 as he hasn't really hit anyone but 1. And now there might be a flank from the Roadhog as he ends up missing the hook. That's critical for Lucio. As there's going to be a flashbang and fan on the Kyle 1. He ends up going down to Longus as Hanuma is going to have to back off here. There are a few kills going out for the side of... Ooh, that was a really good hook right there. Able to take him out. Reason Gaming. But still, That's not good here. They are able to take control of the point. We are going to see the offense continue to push up here and try to look for something. Longest with that Deadeye will be able to zone for a while and get a lot of damage done. He was able to take out Kyle 1 earlier with that flashbang roll, doing a lot of damage. And now looking for those left clicks. Now going to be hooking onto the Diva. Deadeye going out. Will it get any kills? Doesn't look like it yet. As there we go. It's going to take out Seb as Seb goes flying across the map. It looks like Lork is going to end up going down.
Pass into the iris.
And looks like so far the side of Reason Gaming is winning this fight, and that's going to be Kyle 1 taking that kill, cleaning up Longest. As we're at 40% to 3%, and right now this game is so close, guys. I don't know what to call here. This game is just incredibly close. I'm not even sure what to say in some of these situations. As we do have Shaz with that Death Blossom available, that can make an absolutely huge difference. If he's able to land it on enough heroes and clean them up another fight, get them another 10% and get them that much closer to being able to close out this match. Of course, they'd only need to win one more after that eventuality. There's going to be the sound barrier going on. I imagine we'll be seeing a speed boost in just a second. Winston's going to be taking a ton of damage from this Reap, but there's going to be the Graviton Surge and the Death Blossom. Isn't going to do enough, though. It doesn't look like it. It's the side of, Giants. Danshu with the triple kill self-destruct. Now, Longest is basically going to have to fight it up against Kyle 1, but Kyle 1 doesn't have a support, and he's just basically going to get cleaned up. Hanema does end up taking out Tomzy, and now he's going to push forward as Kyle 1 ends up taking out Longest, so that's a big start for the side of Reason Gaming, as they are going to be able to maintain control of the point now. 47% to 40%. This is just so close, guys. And again, this is the second map of this best of 3, guys. We will be having one more best of 3 for the semifinals after this, and the best of 7 finals. So do get on social media. Definitely follow the channel. Let people know so we can get more people in here for the finals. Be awesome if we could break 100 viewers for the first time in an ESL cast for me and Go4 Overwatch for these teams, as these games are just getting better and better. 3, 4, 5. It looks like if they win this fight, they'll be able to take a Choi. Ends up taking a Lork, as looks like Kyle's going to take out Sensik. So big kills for them with that Deadeye. Does have another one available, but there we go. Deadeye from Longest doesn't end up doing that much. Choi's going to get hooked off. He ends up falling as Tomzy, bopping him off, and now, oh, what a great roll shot into Kyle, taking out Longest. And now it looks like they will be able to maintain control of the point. And maybe we're just going to the game 3 in this best of 3, 85%, 86 and ticking. And unless the side of Giants Gaming has a big turnaround here in this last moment, it is just going to go to the side of Reason. There's going to be a leap in from Winston. Lork going to be taking a lot of damage. Hook, that's a great one. That's exactly how they have to start it. Choi is taking a lot of damage. He tried to take a breather in the middle of the fight, and that's not always advisable. Tomzy and Seth going to be answering those kills as Choi split down in the well, and you can see the HP pools. It's really going to depend on Pescanova getting up a Graviton Search here in just a second, and he does end up getting one up. There's going to be a Transcendence coming out from Giants Gaming, giving them some more opportunity, and maybe this is exactly what they need. Pescanova got himself a double kill, but there's going to be a Death Blossom coming out, and that Death Blossom, no, it gets canceled. So maybe that's enough what they need to fight it out. Kyle 1's going to be coming back on the point in just a second. Choi is on the Tracer, so the Overwatch game, or sorry, the overtime game has begun. As Shaz is going to get himself 1 kill, not 2. And now Choi's going to be able to take out Seth, buying themselves a little bit more time. There's going to be the rewind to buy even more. Should be getting back out of the point, but of course not quick enough, as now that timer burns incredibly quickly. And guys, we're going to have a 1-to-1 as Reason Gaming end up taking it.
Play of the match.
Now we're going to be into the third map of this best of 3, guys. Rubber match, as it's called. Last match to decide it all. Shaz with the Graviton Surge, Dragon Blade, going to be just absolutely cleaning house. Tranquility didn't do anything for you, Longest. Ended up getting cleaned up regardless. So now we should be loading into the next map. I'm not exactly sure what it's going to be. We'll find out in just a moment, guys. Route. Interesting. So I will need my stopwatch. It's not over yet. Fans of Reason Gaming. Fans of Reason Gaming, it is not over yet. And of course I did jinx it, as you guys are just watching that long, long overtime right now. But it's not over yet. One-to-one is the series we'll be getting into. Route 66 in just a second, guys. Oh man, what a series. I really expected Giants Gaming to just take that absolutely dominatingly at the beginning, but they don't. They end up losing the second best of 5 over on Ilios. And now we go over to Route 66. Payload map. Stopwatches are in effect. Stopwatch rules are in effect. If both teams convert, the tiebreaker will be which team can burst faster. If both teams fail to convert, well, then If both teams fail to move the payload at all, then we go into overtime. But basically, overtime is impossible in stopwatch formula. So it looks like we will be getting ready to go in just a moment, guys. Again, definitely get out on social media. Let your friends, let your fam know, as we are going to be getting more action to you guys today. We still have the best of 3 semifinal after this, and we have the best of 5 finals. So there is at best this game plus hopefully another 8 games of Overwatch for you guys to watch today. And of course, if you guys get, I'd love it, 100 viewers in here for the finals. Get a big show in here for these players. But we'll see. Of course, there is E-League going on. There's a lot of stuff going on. It is a smaller cast, and I can only do so much marketing as an individual. And it looks like we do have one getting a drink, and it's unfortunate. I need a bio, guys, but I have to sit here and talk. Complain, complain, complain. As Reason Gaming tie it up 1-1. Now, let's go ahead and hear it in chat, guys. Who are you guys voting for? Who are you guys rooting for? Go ahead and let me know in chat if you guys are voting. I do know over here, of course, Optimus is a big fan of Reason Gaming. But if we got any fans of Giants Gaming, let them know. Let them get the PogChamps in there. Of course, they do see it in the VODs. When they watch it on Twitch, they can see your chat. They can see you guys giving them your energy, giving them your love and PogChamps. Your dongers. Raising them. Yeah. Woot. Just want to get underway here, guys. I want to get into the action and start commentating. If it goes any longer, I might have to get to the point where it's like, I have to use the bathroom. Oh. In fact, we might just get to that point, guys. I will go ahead and do that real quickly. I'm just going to switch to the main screen, and I'm going to rush to the bathroom. And I will go ahead and let them know that I'm ready, because we'll be getting into the match as soon as possible. But I will be back here in just a moment, as we will be getting more into this best of 3.
Traveling to Route 66.
Alright, guys, back in time. Bathroom used, coffee through the system. Hands are washed. Game is ready. And we're going to be getting into this next match. This will be the deciding map as I double check the titles at the top, and of course you guys change it up. One of these days I'll get nice production. One of these days I'll figure out XSplit. But until then, we're going to be into this match, guys, as we have a lot of action going on here. My God, I love allergies. Of course, Route 66 taking place in New Mexico, as that is where the famous Route 66 is, where I am currently living. And let me tell you guys, it sucks here for allergies. Is basically how it is right now. It's like the worst time. It's towards the end of the summer for me. That's when the allergies really kick up for me. Of course, lots of juniper is what I'm majorly allergic to out here. It's in bloom. Lots of other annoying weeds that love to pollinate and get into the sinuses. But outside of that, guys, if you hear any weird snorting noises or, what do you want to call it, sniffling, sneezing, anything of that nature, I do apologize, as I am on allergy medicine the best I can be. But I also don't want to be taking anything that makes me drowsy. Just want to stay awake, get into the action, as we have Overwatch here for you guys, the side of Reason Gaming. The side of Reason Gaming going to be going on the offense against the side of Giants as they defend Route 66. It looks like the last 2 members will get barely out in time, as they are going to be setting up on Big Earl's gas station. We're starting the stopwatch just in time, and we're into the match, guys. So we'll be starting out. Kyle 1 seems to be chat's the most what do you call it, watch player in chat as far as that goes. Everyone wants to be seeing how Kyle's doing, and of course in a lot of ways Kyle is the star player on this lineup. Him and Shaz have been showing up on this map so far, or on this match so far, making it look like they are important factors for this team to win, and of course that's always the case, as we are going to have those shots ringing out. It is going to end up landing onto the head of Longest, but he gets healed up. Another headshot going on to Reinhardt. He's going to lose all his armor right off the bat. Kyle 1 taking a lot of damage as the push goes forward from the defense. They're able to stabilize here. First 40 seconds and nothing has really been gained, but another headshot, 2 headshots actually. Fox T will get the first kill as Hanama trades it out, taking him out. Seb did go down in response, but let's see what ends up happening here as Kyle 1 pushes forward, getting a lot of damage done. Looking for that flashbang. Looks like it did get deflected or absorbed. Not sure what happened there. Pescanova getting himself another kill. Will end up going down though, as Shaz ends up taking him out. And now that's going to mean 4 members alive here for the side of the offense. There's only going to be about 4 alive for the defense, or 3 alive for the defense. They're going to go ahead and back off for now. I imagine they'll go for 1 more defense here. No, they took too long. That's really awkward. The awkward silence doesn't say anything, and that does. Well, rip. Giants Gaming making a bit of a blunder there. In my opinion, I think it would have been worth it to at least try to engage. There is 6. You had a speed boost, Lucio available. Could have got something done, but nonetheless, guys, that's how it's going to be. We're going to be continuing forward here. Just looking at the ultimates right now, we have a Deadeye for Kyle. We have a Deadeye for Longest. We have Dragon Blade actually for Shaz, so that's a big thing we're going to focus on right now. Of course, Transcendences are going to be up in just a moment. Fox T at 80%, whereas Henema, there we go, he's going to be at 100%, so that's available. Oh, Pescanova, what great positioning and play. He's just absolutely going to shred that. Now he's going to get into the background and start ripping apart the side of Reason Gaming as they were not ready for that flank. Danshu's going to end up going down, and now he's going to chase down onto Henema, but it doesn't look like it's going to commit to it, as Sevens up taking out Choi. And that's going to prompt them to back up here with 2 minutes on the stopwatch so far. About 3 minutes 44 seconds remain on the clock for the side of Reason Gaming to get their offense going as 4 members push forward to get onto the payload. And as you can see, Pescanova is doing a great job lurking here. Just waiting. It looks like some of them are aware. Oh, Pescanova gets found out. There's going to be a Graviton search going out. Sev gets the kill on Fox T before he's able to get... Oh, that's not good because he wasn't able to get it at the... oh man, the Transcendence off, and now it looks like Chori's going to be one of the last members left alive to try to fight it out. Shaz was on that Dragon Blade, and it looks like he will end up going down, and that's going to be 2 minutes 47 seconds on the clock. As they're pushing the payload closer and closer, they're going to basically get it in 3 minutes, sub 3 minutes actually, it looks like. And so that's going to give them about 5 minutes to work on this last point of the map here, and yep, 2:59 is the cap at the second point here. So Reason Gaming looking very good to go ahead and push their way into the semifinals of the ESL Go4 Overwatch Cup number 9, guys. Of course, this is the quarterfinals. Semifinals is up next on this stream for English commentary, and then after that will be the finals. All of that will be fine. You guys can find here. And Lork going to be pushing forward, looking for that Earth Shatter, but it gets absorbed by Danshu's barrier. A bit of an aggressive play there, as Lork's going to have to back off. There's going to be a charge from Danshu onto Lork. It's going to end up hitting him and taking him out. Great play from Danshu there as he types it out pretty well. There's going to be a Deadeye going out, but nothing gained from that. As the payload continues to move unabated and the defense not able to get what they want done. Choi does have that Primal Rage available. They do have Longest as Deadeye, and they do have the Transcendence available for Fox T, but they haven't been able to get anything done outside of that. So far, it's been an all Reason Gaming show, and with the sub 4 minute time looking right now, that's not good here for fans of Giants Gaming. And this is just looking not good here as they're going to push forward here. Action's going to continue. There's going to be a good defensive push out here, but a Transcendence going to heal them all off, top them all off. Oh man, Choi went down before the Transcendence being used here by Fox T, as it doesn't look like there's going to be any kills going out yet for the side of the defense, and they're just going to wait for the defense to go ahead and waste their ultimates, and then the side of Reason Gaming on the offense is going to go ahead and re-engage, and that's going to be the re-engage Graviton Surge. On top of it, Deadeye going to be doing a lot of damage, and then there's going to be Shaz busting out the Dragon Blade. We're watching him now. We're going to follow him as he's looking for these slashes, doing a lot of damage, already getting onto 1. Looks like he will be able to take out the Lucio in just a moment. There's going to be 2 heroes on the point. That's Fox T, Sin6 going to dash up the best he can, but it looks like he's going down, gets slashed through. Shaz able to clean him up, and now let's see if there's anyone in the area. Will be that Reinhardt, but he ends up going down, and Longest would try to get on the point, but it wasn't fast enough. 4:38 is my time.
Switching score 0-3.
So we will be putting that in the timer, and that is a disgustingly quick time, guys. All of you Reason Gaming fans out there can be really happy. 39. And of course, that was a 4 minute, sub 4 minute, 45 minute push, sub 5 minute push Very, very good push coming out from the side of Reason Gaming. Of course, it could always be better, but at the same time, guys, winning is winning regardless of how clean it is. Of course, this is Big Earl's. Gas station, service station is behind the big double doors. Sure, there's some quality beverages in these rusted out fridges. Premium tires, buy one get one, or buy three get one free. I never even noticed this. Clima's car polish, the gold standard. Sure, there's a pun in there somewhere. Mr. Jan's legendary magnetic gloves. Oh man, I want to see this on a stream. Of course, you always get so many PogChamps when you show the legendary oil. I feel like this deserves just as much right there. Never drop your tools again, guys. As Reaper there, you did hear it. He is mentioning his story and backing with the side of McCree. Him and McCree, Gabriel Rise, being Reaper, have a history in the Overwatch lore. And I'm going to double check that the timer has started for you guys, and I believe that it has. Yep, 4:38, and it is counting down. So here we go. Lord going to be up in the front, going to be pushing forward with his team, as they have a very, very scary time on their hands to go ahead and beat here. Whether they're able to do it, we'll find out. It's definitely going to be a very terrifying match for them. I'm going to go ahead and start on Shaz here, as I think that he's going to have a big impact. The flanking and positioning from Pescanova made a big difference here, and Pescanova is actually going to be going over to the Genji here, so they switched up the DPS a little bit here, as Choi is going to be going on to his Winston instead of flexing out onto that Reaper. Looks like they do have a bit more flexibility on their players here. Dash going to be from Pescanova as he is able to live, so that will continue his reign, able to continue to get that Dragon Blade up as soon as possible. And it looks like Hanema and Sev are going to be getting the first two kills of the match, taking out Choi and Pescanova. And it looks like, oh, Sav's going to take out Lorik. Sensik takes out Sensik does take out John Chu, but it doesn't matter. There's not enough kills right now. And the side of Reason Gaming is just cleaning up the first offense of Giants. No mercy at all, literally and figuratively, as they get cleaned up and dominated. They're going to be setting up Mac down on top of the gas station here, a 2 for 6 trade, as Giants Gaming was only able to get 2 kills throughout all of that, and that's going to leave 3 minutes on the clock just about left here for them to continue their offense on Route 66. It's getting harder and harder. Donshu is going to have access to that Earth Shatter, so we're going to stay on him, as that Earth Shatter could be absolutely massive here. As longest, hook, Pescanova. That's going to be a shot onto Hanema. Kyle 1 going down as well, 2 Pescanova, so that's going to be a good start for them. They need to chain this up and continue this. Of course, there is that Earth Shatter available for Donshu, and that's going to be the ability for the defense to turn this around. Can they stay alive? It looks like Lorik is going to take out Shaz, and there's going to be the Earth Shatter available any second now, as he's looking to line it up, and no, Fox T lands a critical headshot when needed. And now Sav is going to be going on that whole hog, doing as much damage as possible, but we're going to stay on Fox T as he is lighting it up right now. And they're going to be able to take the first point here. 2 minutes and 30 seconds remaining, guys. They don't have much time on the clock. They need to get going. Yo, go is going to be the phrase right now with Giants Gaming, as they have very little time left on the clock to get on to the semifinals or get into the semifinals. Shaz is going to take out Choi, and that's going to make it that much harder, as they do need to get every kill possible and lose as few as possible. Takes about 1.5 minutes to complete each map, 45 seconds to complete each section of each map on average. You can plus or minus 10 seconds depending on the distance of the map, without any stall at all. But there's going to be a Dragon Blade going out, and it looks like it is going to be Pescanova going down to Kyle 1. That's not a good start. Choi ends up dying to Sev. We're taking out Sev, sorry, and that's going to be continuing to be good for them, but we do have a few ultimates to continue to work with here. Shaz is going to be looking for those flanks. We do have the Winston. You guys can see it on the what do you call it? Wall hacks. Caster wall hacks. As left click's going through, Lorik going to be able to take out Hanema here, I'm sure, in just a second, but Hanema's just buying time. 1:45 remains on the clock, guys. 1:45 remains on the clock here. Shaz is going to go down to longest as the side of Giants Overwatch. Giants Gaming is getting closer and closer to the second points and closer to the hope that they can actually go ahead and maintain here. I was scared I was lagging out there, but it looks like it is just all Reason Gaming waiting to get set up, waiting to figure it out. And there's going to be the initiation sound barrier going out as the offenses continue to push forward. Hanema is able to get the first kill onto Pescanova. Longus gets himself another kill, and we're going to switch over to him as he does get himself a second kill, and he needs to continue this for his team to be able to win. He's looking for the headshot onto Lucio. Does end up missing, but Lucio was already dead. Now it looks like Longus is going to be looking for the kill onto Shaz of that Reaper. Does have the Death Blossom available. Will end up using the flashbang, and Chaz goes down. Kyle 1 does get the kill onto Fox T, so they do need to get more if they're going to be able to stabilize here. Kyle 1 versus Longus. Winner of this is most likely going to determine the next part of the map, but it was 3-on-1, so not quite the fair fight, as it is going to be Hanema trying to stall it up as long as possible. 48 seconds remains on the map, guys, and they need to clean it up completely here. It looks like Reason Gaming might have just gone ahead and bought themselves enough time to go ahead and win this map. They just need one good more fight to be able to stall it up. And it looks like Shaz is going to be doing exactly that, looking for the wraparound on the Death Blossom. And if he successfully lands it, will go ahead and win them this map. But if they fail this next fight and they lose it outright, it should have enough time on the clock for the payload to just completely make it. But no, if every single time they stop pushing it, every single time it's contested, it's a situation where they're going to end up losing the map. And now Shaz does have the Death Blossom available, but lands at one dink on the Longest, just shutting him down, saying, sit down, this is the end of the game. We are going to win this with Pescanova going down. 10 seconds remaining on the clock, guys. It is going to be Reason Gaming, punctuating it with Shaz on the Death Blossom. That is going to be GG, as there's only 1 second left, and GG's time is officially out. And that is going to be the side of Reason Gaming, taking it 2-1, guys. What a series. What a series.
Tranquility.
It'll just be coin flip, so it doesn't matter. So we will be getting into another game in just a moment here. And let me go ahead and pull up the bracket here real quick, guys. As we already have our next match. Evox ends up taking out the side of other teams. So we'll be getting into our next match here in just a little bit, guys. I will be staying in this one as so we'll be going over to this real quick, guys, as we'll be getting into the next match in just a moment. Of course, this will be going over the lobby in just a moment. I'm going to go ahead and leave it up in the background in just a second. Who is the leader of the lobby? I'm going to just go ahead and figure this out. I am. I'm going to go ahead and leave real quick and get into that lobby in just a moment, guys. But yeah, so we will be getting into that lobby in just a moment. I will go ahead and pull up the brackets here so you guys can see what's happening, as of course we are a decent bit into the tournament. There should be a small quick break here, as there is going to be, there we go, they do have leader good. As you guys can see, actually Overwatch Kings did end up winning, so it'll be Overwatch Kings versus the Mix in the top semifinal. The bottom semifinal, as you guys just watched, Reason Gaming will be taking on Evox, and that will be, or Evox, however you properly pronounce that. That will be the bottom semifinal. So you guys have both semifinals locked in here for the ESL Go4 Overwatch Cup number 9. Again, I want to thank you so much for all your viewership, but guys, get out there, get on social media, let people know. We'll be getting into this next semifinal in just a moment, or this first semifinal in just a moment, and it'll be a lot of awesome action. Again, guys, let's try to get some more viewers in here. Let's try to get some hype action in here. It'd be really cool to break 100 viewers for the first time on this cast for the Go4 Overwatch Cups on my channel. Be super cool, of course, for the players and all that respect. But again, you can follow me on Twitch TV/DotaRaptors. That's down below right there on your screen, at RaptorZOW on Twitter. And then, of course, you guys can click over to my YouTube.com/user_DotaRaptors to find all the VODs of my cast, as well as Strat Watch and Patch Watch. But that'll do it for me, guys. I'm going to go ahead and rest my voice, get some water, and get ready to get into the next match. We have the semifinal between Reason Gaming versus Evox coming up next.